CMSportsNet is made possible by Genova's To Go and by Carroll Links.
Hi there, I'm Pat Stetzer, and welcome back to Game On. It certainly hasn't felt like spring around here in Carroll County just yet, but there's always high school sports going on, so let's get right into it. It's Game On. Missy Wilcox is set to join me on the call for our upcoming CM Sportsnet Game of the Week broadcast when 2-4 Westminster visits 6-0 Manchester Valley in Carroll County girls lacrosse action. Let's talk about this matchup and begin with Westminster. The Owls have had an inconsistent start to the season, but 4 of their 6 games have been close and competitive. Kate McAloon leads the county with 14 assists, and Aspen Higgs led the Owls in their recent game with good counsel. She tallied 3 goals, 1 assist, and 2 caused turnovers for Westminster. Now let's talk about Manchester Valley. The Mavericks have picked up where they left off in 2023, unbeaten in 6 games so far, and led by a potent offense. Man Valley has 6 players in double figures. Emma Penchik tops the list with 30 goals, and freshman Taylor Feet has 20 goals. Taking a look at the team stats now ahead of our Game of the Week matchup, the Mavericks have been scoring at will so far this spring, so the Owls will likely need to lock down on defense or else they can find themselves in a shootout come Thursday night. On to the players to watch now. We have a pair of standouts, Westminster's Kate McAloon and Man Valley's Emma Penchik. We've already talked about both players so far in this episode. McAloon has 14 goals and 14 assists, and Penchik has the county best 30 goals and 34 points. We had a chance to chat with each coach ahead of our Game of the Week matchup. First up is Westminster coach Tori Georges, who has the Owls looking for their first county win of the season. Coach, we're standing here on a very nice day. We haven't had too many of these though, so how pleased are you with the way the girls have sort of handled, the ability to go with the flow with the weather and just kind of take it as it comes?
They've done a really nice job. They've been very flexible in adjusting to what we need to do depending on weather. Sometimes we've had to move indoors, sometimes we're out here battling some of the elements, but when we do, they're flexible and they've handled it really well so far. A
little up and down so far. What do you want to see the girls kind of take what they've learned at some of those wins and move forward, because the schedule's about to heat up and we're about to get into some county games?
We're playing a very difficult schedule and there's definitely been some ups and downs. We have to learn from each down so that we can come out stronger the next time. A key piece of that is going to be learning how to maintain possession, execute on our possessions, and keep momentum throughout the game. That's something that's been a little up and down for us, and momentum is huge in a lacrosse game.
And what's it going to take to beat a good team again on Thursday in Man Valley?
I think what it's going to take is making sure that we have that momentum in our favor. Possession's going to be huge. Executing on every one of our possessions. Man Valley's a great team, and they will also execute on their possessions. And I think shutting down some of their key players is going to be important for us.
Thanks to Coach Georges for some of her time. Now we switch over to Manchester Valley and hear from Coach Shelley Brzezicki. Our own Joshua Davis caught up with the Mavericks coach ahead of a big week on their schedule.
Coach, how have the first 2 games of the season been with rain delays and games being rescheduled?
We've been really fortunate. We actually haven't had any games rescheduled. We had last week as our 1 game week, and we were able to play it on Thursday. So in terms of that, I guess we've been really fortunate with the way the weather hasn't impacted us.
What has impressed you most about the girls so far this season?
So I think the biggest thing for us is how we're playing together. So everybody helping each other. We've all had sort of our ups and downs, games where we're doing really well, maybe practices and drills that are not going so well, and everybody stepped up to help each other out and are helping each other to grow and helping each other learn how to become better.
What are some key strengths of the team that you can use to beat Westminster?
So I think for us, in terms of beating Westminster, they're a great team, county competition. We're going to have to reduce our turnovers and really capitalize on every opportunity that we have.
Thanks to Josh and Coach Brzezicki for giving us some of her time. A reminder that CM Sportsnet has plans to be in Manchester on Thursday, April 11th for Westminster and Manchester Valley. On the Game of the Week, our pregame coverage starts at 6 p.m. and the game is slated to start around 6:15. We're going to check in with boys and girls lacrosse now to see some recent scores, updated standings, and upcoming games to watch, and we'll begin with girls lacrosse. Let's take a look at some recent results from around the county. You see Man Valley with a pair of convincing wins, as well as one for Francis Scott Key and one for Century. The Knights rolled past Winners Mill for a county win. On to the top scorers now for Carroll County Athletic League Girls Lacrosse. A bit of a log jam near the top. Liberty's Maddie Smith and South Carroll's Leah Miller are keeping pace with Man Valley's Emma Penchik. The Lions have 2 of the top 7 players on the list. The next wave of scorers shows FSK's top 2 points getters in Drew Watkins and Lily Berthier, alongside Century's top goal scorer in Natalie Opatowski. And now the latest county standings are here. You see Man Valley and Liberty at 2-0. The Mavericks did beat the Lions in the tournament game that doesn't count toward the overall Carroll County standings. Let's look at some upcoming games for girls lacrosse. A doozy of a game on tap next Tuesday when Century visits Manchester Valley for a county showdown. The Knights take on South Carroll before that on April 12th. Speaking of girls lacrosse, CMSportsNet has plans to be at Parker Field on Friday for that big county clash when Century visits South Carroll at 6:30 p.m. That's the Knights and Cavaliers squaring off in Winfield. Now we shift over to boys lacrosse, where the games have been just as intense as the county title chase begins to take shape. Let's take a look at some recent results. You can see Manchester Valley with a couple of county victories, and Winters Mill used a big fourth quarter to get past rival Century. In fact, we have some highlights from that Century Winters Mill game from Tuesday night. Let's take a look at some of the big plays from the game right now. You're going to see Winters Mill goalie Carter Whistle make a good save here late in the first quarter, but Century's Nathan McLaughlin intercepts the pass, dishes it to Quentin Duncan, and Duncan scores the first goal of the game. Camden Deming from Winters Mill is going to score his second goal of the game here following a Century penalty. Sam Weifel spots the open teammate and delivers a great pass, and Deming puts it in the net. Winters Mill ends the half on a 3-0 run, and they lead 3-1 at the break. The third quarter, though, belongs to Century, who outscores Big Mill 4-1 to take the lead. Duncan scores here after a series of great passing from the Knights, and they enjoy that 4-3 advantage. But Winters Mill has a momentum swing. Deming gets his third goal at the beginning of a stellar fourth quarter for the Falcons. It's coming up right here after a nice pass. That gives Winters Mill the 5-4 lead, and Winters Mill completes an 8-0 run in the final quarter of the game with a goal coming up right here from reigning player of the year, Reed Postlewaite. The Falcons are on their way to another victory. And that does it from Westminster. The final score, Winters Mill 11, Century 4. Camden Deming and Reed Postlewaite, you just saw them, netted 4 goals apiece in this one. Quentin Duncan scores twice for the Knights. Big Mill improves to 4-1, 2-0 in Carroll County, while Century drops to 0-5, 0-1 in the CCAL. And now we can look at the boys lacrosse standings from the county. The Falcons have that top perch at 2-0. Westminster has the county win, and the Mavericks of Man Valley are 2-1 to start things off. Let's see some of the top scorers so far from boys lacrosse. Another tight battle in the CCAL with Winters Mill, Man Valley, and Francis Scott Key all sharing some space near the top. The top 7 names here all have 11 or more goals so far. Pretty impressive. On to the next set of scoring leaders now, all of whom have reached or surpassed 10 points early in the spring season. More Winters Mill names and a couple of South Carroll names as well. And now we can look at a few of the games of note coming up around the county. Westminster visits Man Valley on Thursday, and Winters Mill hosts Liberty before the Falcons head to South Carroll on April 16th. We have plenty of county boys and girls lacrosse action heating up, so stay tuned to CMSportsNet for the latest results, highlights, and updates. It's time for a break. When we come back, we'll check in with baseball and softball, plus unveil the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. So stick around, because Game On is coming right back.
Hungry? Genova's to go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's to go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's to go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's to go. Genova's to go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg for lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's to go.
What's the best gift you can give yourself? Pursue your passions. Explore your creativity. Expand your knowledge. Treat your mind and body. Give yourself a better you. With personal enrichment classes at Carroll Community College. Join us at carrollcc.edu/personal enrichment.
Hi, my name is Amanda Nell, and I play Donna Sheridan in Winters Mill High School's production of Mamma Mia. Set on the tropical Greek island of Calicari, this musical tells the iconic tale of a young bride trying to find her father and herself before her wedding day. Unbeknownst to her mother, she invites her 3 potential fathers to her wedding, reuniting her mother with her long-lost loves. Live on stage, produced by Winters Mill's most talented cast and crew, experience the wonderful music of ABBA. Hits include Dancing Queen, Gimme Gimme Gimme, Winner Takes It All, and of course, the titular song, Mamma Mia. Performances will be held at Winters Mill High School on April 12th, 13th, 19th, and 20th at 7 o'clock p.m. Tickets will be sold at the door, cash only, or online at My School Bucks. We will also be performing a free mini concert at the Westminster branch of Carroll County Public Library on Saturday, April 6th at 1 o'clock p.m. Take a chance on us and come see the show.
Join us on Saturday, April 27th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Carroll Community College for our 2nd annual Family Fun Fest. This year's exciting activities include free books, activities such as storytime readings, a storybook trail, drone demonstrations, a scavenger hunt, a tie-dye station, inflatables, emergency vehicles including a helicopter, and rock painting. A local DJ will provide music, and we'll have a selection of affordable concessions and much, much more at the event. A huge thank you to our many wonderful sponsors who continue to support this event. To learn more, please visit www.carrollcc.edu. And for further questions, you can direct them to ekuzmak@carrollcc.edu or call at 410-386-8184. I look forward to seeing you at this year's event.
Skill, dedication, leadership. Just a few of the things it takes to be named CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week. Each week, CMSportsNet recognizes an outstanding player for their contribution to their sport. Meet some of Carroll County student athletes and join us as we celebrate their performance, impact, and outstanding accomplishment.
The CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week is sponsored by Genova's To Go. Locations in Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, Hanover, and Eldersburg. Genova's, pizza, pasta, subs, and more.
Welcome back to Game On. Let's get right back into it, and we can begin with the Carroll County baseball standings. You're going to see them right here, and Century and Liberty off to solid starts. The Knights recently got a 5-inning no-hitter from basketball standout Ryan Matthews. Congratulations to Ryan on the great pitched game. Now let's look at the Carroll County softball standings for just a moment. It's reigning champ Francis Scott Key and Manchester Valley right now vying for the top spot. Liberty not too far behind. The Eagles picked up a big win over Century behind 16 strikeouts from ace pitcher Jasmine Klein. Okay, it's CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week time. We check in with the Winters Mill Boys Lacrosse senior who has his team coming out on top in close games so far this spring. Time to find out who it is. All right, back with another CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week. This week, Reed Postal Weight, Winters Mill Boys Lacrosse. Reed helped the Falcons get past Christelle last week. There hasn't been much consistency so far because of the weather and things like that. You guys were able to get a win last week on the turf. What was it like to get a game under your belt, a win, and keep this thing going so far early in the season?
It was nice. Yeah, it's definitely been weird with all the weather, but it's nice to just get out there and fly around with the guys, get another win.
You've played a lot of close games so far. I think all 4 games have been close. You won 3 of them. What's the put your finger on 1 or 2 things that's giving you guys the edge in these close games to be able to come out on top?
I think it's just our leaders are stepping up when we need them, and it's just we're finishing the game strong, playing 100% the whole time.
How much of this year, started where last year ended? I know it wasn't the way you guys wanted it to end. How motivated were the guys coming back this year to kind of pick up where you left off and keep things going for Winters Mill?
Definitely remembered that game, Glenelg home losing, so we're keeping that in our mind all season. Looking forward to the postseason. And
how fired up are you to contend for a county championship again? You guys played Westminster right down to the last few minutes of that game, and again, what you got coming back this year. You know what they graduated last year, and that game's still a little bit down the road. But how fired up are you guys to sort of get back on that game?
It's been highlighted since we lost to them last year, so I'm really excited to get there.
And last thing, coming back from what you had a great season last year, Player of the Year on across the board, how do you stay motivated for this year? Just because of how the season ended, you don't want it to happen again. And individually, how do you get to try to take the next step, become a better player this year?
Definitely, I'm putting all my focus towards winning that county title this year. That's been my main goal.
And how about individually? Have you been working on some things to kind of become a more all-around player for your guys and for yourself?
We changed our offense definitely has changed up this year a little bit. We lost a lot of those seniors last year, so kind of just sharing the midfield with Andrew and Camden, and that's really been the game plan.
What's it like having another guy like Camden who can score and a guy like Andrew who can also score but also handing out those assists? That's a nice little three-headed monster you guys have.
Yeah, it's awesome if teams are game planning against me, then we still have two other guys that can score the ball, so it really helps out.
All right, well, off to a great start. Congrats on the good start. Good luck the rest of the year. Reed Postlethwaite, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week.
CMSportsNet's Athlete of the Week is brought to you in part by Barnes Bollinger Insurance Services and by Genova's To Go.
Congratulations to Reed Postlethwaite, the latest CMSportsNet Athlete of the Week, and a quick look at our spring recipients so far. And that's it for this week's episode of Game On, and as always, we thank you for watching. A reminder, we have a CMSportsNet Game of the Week coming your way Thursday, April 11th, when Westminster visits Manchester Valley in a girls lacrosse county clash. Join me and Misty Wilcox for our pregame coverage starting at 6 p.m. from Manchester Valley. Game time set for around 6:15. And there's more girls lacrosse coming up Friday, April 12th. CMSportsNet heads to Parker Field, where Century takes on South Carroll in another county clash. We'll have live coverage of that one and highlights to follow, so be on the lookout. Be sure to catch all of our high school sports content online on Facebook and YouTube, as well as our website at cmsportsnet.com. And you can watch us on cable channel HD 1086. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Hungry? Genova's To Go. Pizza, pasta, subs, and more. Fresh hot pizza right from the oven. Genova's To Go. A mouth-watering cheesesteak just off the grill. Genova's To Go. Fresh baked bread and plump wings seconds from the fryer. Genova's To Go. Genova's To Go carry-out, delivery, mobile device, and online ordering is available at all locations. Westminster, Hampstead, Manchester, and our newest dining room in Eldersburg. For lunch, dinner, or any time in between. Genova's To Go.
What's the best gift you can give yourself? Pursue your passions. Explore your creativity. Expand your knowledge. Treat your mind and body. Give yourself a better you. With personal enrichment classes at Carroll Community College. Join us at carrollcc.edu/personal enrichment.